up, guys?
Hey.
Back with another reaction.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing today?
So today we're gonna do some Slipknot and we're gonna do the song Custer. So I love Slipknot, but I don't know this song. I'm guessing you don't know this song.
No, I don't.
Okay. So we will do a first time hearing and this should be fun.
Nice.
And we're gonna try and break it down. So there will be pauses involved.
Yes.
And this video is sponsored by Carnivore Snacks. Carnivore Snacks is literally one of my favorite meat snacks ever. It's a dried meat snack. This is their lamb sliders. So far, this is my absolute favorite. Only 2 ingredients in here. It's grass-fed lamb and Redmond real salt. And the fact that it's grass-fed is amazing. So the meats, the animals that they use are not eating any garbage, which is excellent. And it's so delicious. The stuff literally melts in your mouth. Like, I can't get enough of it. And you can use our coupon code WithSmith right here for 15% off your order. And the link's in the description below. And if you're into meat snacks, we also have Chomp's beef jerky, which is literally the greatest beef jerky ever. It is so delicious and so moist, so soft, so great. Also grass-fed and has minimal ingredients like carnivore snacks and nothing you can't pronounce or understand. And you can use our coupon code, same code with Smith, for 10% off your order and an additional 10% off subscriptions. And if you're in the market for tickets for a concert, maybe you want to go see Slipknot or like any cool, fun metal band or anything, sporting event, comedian, whatever, you can use our same coupon code with Smith for $20 off your first purchase from SeatGeek. SeatGeek's a ticket website where you can get tickets for literally anything. We used them before we were sponsored by them. It was a great experience. Didn't need a paper ticket. Everything was electronic. It was very easy. And the link is in the description below for that as well. Check out our Amazon storefront if you'd like to. Like and subscribe. Follow us on social media channels. And that's it from me. So let's get to this song. If I could find my mouse. There we are.
I have this one.
Whenever I see a gun, I think about just how many you were, and it blows my fucking mind. Yeah, it blows my fucking mind. These days, I never seem to get enough. I'm tired of this shit, I wanna go home. Don't waste my fucking time. Don't waste my fucking time. Because anything exceptional gets squashed by common people with jealousy and ignorance and all that government involves. This planet isn't special. Collections made of clay. I'm waiting for the punishment. I know it's not my way.
Sorry, we have to pause because we are a breakdown channel and we're going to break down what we've heard so far.
Yo,
what do you think of it?
It's actually really good. I like it.
I really like it.
The chorus though, when he says "fuck, fuck, fuck me up," was reminding me of that Netflix show. You know what I'm talking about? Gavin. Fuck me to the left. Fuck me to the right. Fuck me. Yes. Yeah, it's a Netflix show. What the fuck was it called? By Chris Lilly. He plays all the different characters.
It's called. He's like.
Yes, Gavin.
He's like pretending to be like a little boy.
He's doing like TikTok videos and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, but anyway, that's what that reminded me of, that last part.
Say that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But it is interesting. I like the song so far. So
Yeah, it's really good. I really like it. I don't know why I haven't heard it before.
I don't know what Custer means. I was thinking of
General
the General
Custer.
Custer from Little Bighorn, but I haven't seen anything about that yet.
Yeah, I don't know. And then what's cool is in the beginning of the song, they're like whispering.
He said like duh duh
It
duh.
sounds like they were like whispering like the beat, like
Yeah,
trying to figure out what they were gonna do, and then they just went into it,
that
which was really cool.
it does sound like that.
Yeah. So the first thing we hear, where is it? Was the first thing we heard Rise?
After the duh 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 duh.
Yeah, there's no lyrics for that, but we're just gonna say that they were practicing the
Yeah,
drums and like the guitars
yeah,
and whatnot.
whatever it was.
Yeah. So Rise. I'm here for that. And then this was cool. It's kind of like a public service announcement.
Yeah.
So it says, half alive and stark grieving, free and maligned for encroaching on the purpose of this commercial free interruption. Due to the prolific nature of this statement, listener aggression is advised. So basically saying like they're half alive and just crazy and commercial free interruption. To the nature of the statement, they want you to be very aggressive.
Yeah, it's obviously play on like viewer discretion is advised or listener discretion is advised.
Yeah, and they're
Fun.
just letting you know like this song's about to get crazy, and
Mhm.
you should as well.
Yes.
So here we are. So he goes, it's strange. Whenever I see a gun, I think about just how petty you are, and it blows my fucking mind. Yeah, it blows my fucking mind, which is kind of a really cool thing to say because he's saying whenever he sees a gun, and then he goes into blows my fucking mind. So kind of like whenever he sees, like, you make him want to kill himself,
Yeah,
is pretty much what that means to me.
that's funny. That's how I interpret it too.
Hmm. And also, another meaning is whenever he sees a gun, he immediately thinks of you. So,
Hmm.
like, and how petty you are, but, like, obviously he doesn't like you, so he wants to kill you.
Yeah.
So he thinks about killing you and also killing himself. Um, because anything exceptional gets crushed by common people with jealousy and ignorance and all their common evils. So it's kind of like how everyone just ruins everything.
Yep.
Like,
It's a true statement.
you, like, literally for anything, like, I don't know, you think about, do you have a good example? Like, what's something like great and like precious that people just ruin?
Well, I mean everything, but like it's when people like if you have like a relation, like a friendship with somebody and like something really great happens and they're like, oh, that's not that special or oh, that's not a big deal. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just a cynical attitude and like nothing's that great and like, oh, it's corny to be happy and enjoy something. Why are you like that? It's like this terrible, like gross state of mind. It's cynicism and it's miserable people bringing down other people that are enjoying things or happy about things.
Yeah, it also for some reason makes me think of just like anything at all. Like, I don't know, you think about, I can't even think of anything, like maybe like art being in a museum and everyone like goes up to it. Like, I guarantee you people touch it all the time, even though you're not supposed to. It's like pretty much just like ruining things that are just supposed to be great. Like, just, it's inevitable that people are going to ruin everything. Like, that's pretty much what the statement means, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you think about like the Library of Alexandria. That
Oh, yeah, like burned down.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
gone. All that ancient knowledge doesn't exist
Yeah.
anymore. You know what I mean? In that
Hmm.
context.
So like we're just, it's just inevitable. That's pretty much where it's getting at.
Yeah.
This planet is in special collections made of clay. I'm waiting for the punishment. I know it's on my way. So basically saying where we live isn't special, nothing is special. Like our biggest, like the one thing that we actually like love, like buildings, monuments, like the old ones that we go to visit in like other countries, they're literally just collections made of clay, essentially.
Hmm.
And he's waiting for the punishment. He knows it's on his way, meaning that like the punishment's going to come to him as well.
Yeah.
Okay, where? Oh yeah, and then cut me up and fuck me up. So I think we're going self-explanatory here. Is there a hidden meaning here? Like, just is he saying this to the public? Like, just fuck me up.
Yeah, it sounds like I would interpret that way. He's like seems like disillusioned with humans, and he's like, this is crazy.
Yeah, like just I don't like basically saying I don't care anymore. Just do
Yeah,
as you please, do
everybody
as you
sucks.
wish. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the vibe I get.
Hmm.
Irreverence is my disease. It's secondhand, but you know me. The son of a bitch is on his knees. The last man standing gets no pity. Somewhere on a toilet while I read the words she formalized that I finally saw the truth. Something so profound and now it's sitting there, surrounded by the garbage and the stains. Another victim of the refuse. Now I've been saying this for years, but you don't comprehend it. I fight hell and I fight fear because I understand it. Androgyny and insults. You try to want to be difficult. You want to win the war? Know what you're fighting for. God, cut me up and fuck me up. Irreverence is my disease. It's secondhand, but you know me. The son of a bitch is on his knees. The last man standing gets no pity.
Sorry, this is our last pause. I promise. Oh my god, my hair is getting all fucked up. Who gives a shit?
So I'm seeing a slight tie-in to Custer now.
Oh really? I know nothing of General Custer. I just know his
Well,
names.
just the last man standing. So he was known as Custer's last stand because they were outnumbered and he died.
Oh no. I was more of a science girl in high school and just school.
No, I'm
I
saying
had much
that's
tension in
that's
history.
the tie-in. Like that, the thing he's famous for. It's known as Custer's last stand, and
No, I'm
so I
just saying I
think
didn't know
the
that.
last man standing. I think that's the little tie-in.
Okay. So here we are. Irreverence is my disease. It's secondhand, but you know me. The son of a bitch is on his knees. The last man standing gets no pity. So, what does irreverence mean again?
You don't revere anything, so you hold nothing holy. Which
Right.
is kind of weird though, because that sounds like kind of what he was shitting on people for in the first verse, where he's like, everything exceptional, people destroy, like they don't value or hold things.
Yeah, that is
I mean,
interesting point to me.
he's acknowledging it as a disease. You know what I
Well,
mean?
he's saying holy, like he's just saying this, like not wanting to be religious,
So
maybe.
no, reverence isn't necessarily a holy thing. You know what I mean? Like you could revere Michael Jordan's basketball skills.
Because I'm saying it's secondhand. So, like,
Oh,
is he indifferent to it or just doesn't care because no one else cares?
I don't know.
Because it's just like if you think about it, like, let's say you're on a highway and it's littered with trash. You not throwing your trash there isn't going to make a fucking difference. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't litter, but like, you know what I mean? Like, if everyone is just destroying everything, you not destroying or not contributing to it isn't really making a difference at all if everyone's literally doing it.
Maybe.
I'm probably interpreting that wrong, but that's just, I mean, if it's secondhand, but he's saying irreverence is his disease, but then he's also saying he hates the people are like that, then I can only think that he's like that because everybody else is, and it's not like following a trend. It's just like him not being like that won't make a difference.
Unless he's saying like he doesn't revere the people that are ruining everything. I don't know. It's
True.
cryptic. Again, every time we do Slipknot, I'm like, it's not clear to
Yeah.
me what each line explicitly means.
So the son of a bitch is on his knees. The last man standing gets no pity. So, like you said, it's most likely a reference to General Custer. But if you can tell me more about General Custer, it might give more backstory into the song.
I just know the Battle of Little Bighorn. They
It's just
were
everyone was against him and he was the last person.
they were outnumbered. He ended up dying.
So this is probably, so yeah, that's making sense now. Like, he's literally the only one who's still trying. So he's like, well, fuck, what am I supposed to do? How can I fix this if it's just me?
And then he said the last man standing gets no pity. Like
He's the
nobody
last one
feels,
standing.
but nobody
Yeah.
like cares or feels
Well, no,
bad.
because they're all over there. You're over here, and they're doing what they do over there while you're trying to do what you do over here. And they don't give a fuck about you.
Okay, so there's just a little thing. It says Custer's notoriety originated following the infamous 1876 Battle of the Little Bighorn. The titular figure
Titular.
rejected assistance in the form of Gatling guns and another battalion, instead choosing to
Well, that was foolish.
undertake the conflict against the Cheyenne himself, resulting in the complete annihilation of his 700-man force known as the Custer Battalion. The scale and nature of the defeat led to the battle to be considered Custer's last stand, as the glaring loss of troop and territory overshadowed his past militaristic achievements with the United States Army.
Why the hell would you refuse?
Yeah, so he's kind of like
An idiot.
yeah, kind of stupid. Like he was known for being like a smart military guy and like brave and stuff. And even now, he's kind of like revered as like, oh, he fought bravely till the end, but like he kind of
He
messed up.
refused help.
Well, yeah, and he also erred. I remember watching there's a Twilight Zone episode where one of the characters they're military people and they get transported. They're in the area where it happened by the Little Bighorn and they get like transported back there and they show that like they actually made errors and like yeah, maybe he's heroic, but like he kind of brought it on himself,
Yeah, you should never refuse help.
which is interesting because I wonder in relation to this song if Corey Taylor, whoever wrote this, is like
Is General Custer, you know what I'm saying?
well, yeah, if they're relating to like the myth of him, you
Oh,
know,
like
and the way he
it's
was
about the hero of General Custer, the
yeah,
villain, essentially.
yeah, or like the ignorance of him. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know. We'll have to see the general vibe we get once the song's over, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're here. Somewhere on a toilet wall, I read the words, "You form a line to formalize the former lies." And I finally saw the truth. So hold on. Okay, you form a line to formalize the former lies. So you're almost trying to just like justify the prior lies, like just trying to like, like, okay, it's okay, like trying to find a way to just accept it, even though you know you're being lied to and it's bullshit.
Well, so yeah, so this reminds me of like current day, like the media and stuff, where they're saying you
Yes.
form a line, like people are like rushing to do it. Like I
Right,
don't know if you
right.
remember like during the COVID lockdowns, like there was people like calling the cops on other people for
Yeah,
not
for
wearing
not wearing
masks.
masks and
Like
shit.
nobody forced them to do
Like
that.
driving along with masks on, like
No, no, no. So yeah, that. But
those are the real
I'm
heroes.
talking about specifically the people that were turning in their neighbors, not because the
Yeah.
government had a gun pointed at them.
Just because
They
they
were so
wanted
yeah,
to, yeah.
they were eager to go along. So like when you're saying you form a line to formalize, so to make the formalized true, like you're just willingly going along to make this bullshit true.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So when he was saying form a line, I couldn't figure out if he was talking about like a line, like, like don't cross this line. Like we're not gonna we're not gonna go there. I wasn't sure if that's what he meant or like a literal
It was
line.
also confusing because he's talking about the toilet wall, so it's like, is there a line in the bath? You know what I mean?
No, but I get it.
Yeah.
Pretty deep for the men's bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Something so profound, and it was sitting there surrounded by the garbage and the stains, another victim of the refuse. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Like it's interesting how such like a strong and like worthwhile line is just written on like a filthy, disgusting bathroom wall
And then I feel like the another victim of the refuse, like you're saying,
of
that
the
line is a
trash.
victim of it, but like he's
A
kind of a
victim of
victim of
it.
all the garbage people around him. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Because if you're the only person who's not a garbage fucking individual, then like, what does that even mean?
I
You
know.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might as well, doesn't mean anything. Sad. Um, did I get up to here?
No, yeah, we heard this.
Okay. Now I've been saying this for years, but you don't comprehend it. I fight hell and I fight fear because I understand it. So it's like he's basically saying he fights against these things because he understands them. Maybe he once was them. Maybe he just knows what it's like to be like that, fighting hell and fear because he knows that he's been through hell. He's experienced fear, a good amount of it. So he knows how to fight it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That line reminds me of Jordan Peterson.
Me too.
He's,
That's so funny.
he said like a good person isn't a weak, naive person who never does anything bad or has no darkness within them.
It's someone who recognizes their darkness and doesn't
Yeah.
doesn't allow it to like come through.
Well, you tame it.
Yes.
And
yeah.
you know you have the ability to do that. And you can't actually be a good person until you face that darkness within yourself and realize what you're capable of.
Yeah.
If you're just naive and you think you're a great person that would never do it, you're not actually a good person. So
those are the people who end up like exploding at people out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like school shooters and things like that.
Yeah. So that's what made me think of when he said this line.
Mm-hmm. That made me think of that too, which is really funny.
Yeah.
Androgyny and insults. You try so hard to be difficult. You want to win the war, know what you're fighting for. So androgyny, so people who are not identifiably female or male.
Yes.
Or is he using the term androgyny to be like murky, like what you're saying isn't one thing, it's not another, like you're not making any sense. You could also say like, if someone's making like an androgynous point, like you're not really freaking saying anything.
Yeah, this line's confusing.
Like it's not clear.
Because the androgyny and insults, you try so hard to be difficult. So there's like a few things he could be saying there, and I'm not
Like
sure.
vague insults, like where you're like, what when like someone says something and you're like, did they just insult me? And you're like, did they insult me? And you're like, damn, they're good because I don't know if they did and I don't know if they didn't. And now I'm here like, well, I can't ask.
When did this song come out? Because that may inform. Let's see. This album is 2014. So see, I don't know if he's taking a shot at like androgynous people,
No.
saying
think
you
so.
try so hard to be difficult.
I think it's more like you aren't one way and you're not another, or you make statements that are vague, that are kind of like like you Google the word
Not specific.
androgyny. Yeah. Like kind of like unidentifiable. Let's Google androgyny
So
for fun.
this looks explicitly sex gender related.
Does it always have to be?
So I mean, people could use it outside of it. I'm trying to see if there's another meaning. I'm not finding one.
Let me see.
Right?
Maybe he's using it in a term like, how like nowadays people use terms that like literally don't mean anything. Like, when someone says like, oh, it's giving this, like that's not proper English. Like whatever you're talking about isn't giving anything. You know what I mean? So like, maybe he's using androgyny to mean vague. I'm supportive of my own point.
So maybe, but so either way, whether
Because I don't think he's talking about androgynous people. I don't really understand what that has to do with the song.
well, so the next line, so the androgyny and insult says you try so hard to be difficult. So somebody that's not clearly one or the other, it's you could. So again, I'm not saying that he's saying this. You could interpret this as people that are purposely trying to be mysterious and unique, and it's like you're trying to be
Like a pick-me.
a what?
That's what they call like a pick-me girl.
I don't know what that is.
It's like the girls who are like, oh my God, like I don't get along with any girls. Or like, oh my God, like I'm such a guy. Like I love watching sports. Like people who just like are like just try to be an extreme of something and you can tell that they're not. They're just
So
forcing it, forcing themselves into a way.
So that would be the opposite of androgyny, though.
But you can force androgyny.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, being intentionally vague.
You're
If
forcing
again,
it.
yes,
That's my whole
but
point.
not going to like an extreme, like purposely not being one or the other. You know what I'm saying?
But what you're
If he
being is
means it.
not actually who you are.
Again, I guess it depends how he means this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. If you guys know, let us know because we've spent way too much time on this.
Yeah. Then you want to win the war, know what you're fighting for. It's like, what war is he referring to?
The war against garbage people.
Yeah, I mean, so the war would tie in with the bighorn again. You know?
Because, like, people, I guess, get lost when they're fighting for something. A lot of times they forget what they're even fighting for. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Then it goes into the chorus again. And were we here? Oh, no, we went through this again. Then we stopped at the end. We stopped right here.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
With angel eyes and demon seeds, you're missing what you really need. When all is said and done, you see, the last man standing gets no better.
We just have a little bit to go over right here.
Yeah, this is just a few.
So it says, with angel eyes and demon seeds, you're missing what you really need. When all is said and done, you see the last man standing gets no pity. So if you have angel eyes and demon seeds, like, you look both good and bad. And he's
Yeah.
talking about a woman, because you think like demon seed, like, you know, like in your stomach, like you could potentially spawn a demon.
So, I
You
mean,
know?
a man's sperm is referred to as a
It's true,
seed.
it's true, it's true.
So it could be like just your kids, you know what I mean? Or your sperm, you know.
And then you're missing what you really need. So like having like being pretty, and then also I guess being a demon.
So it's like good and evil.
Yeah.
Angel eyes,
What do
demon
they really
seeds.
need? Is it just humanity?
Maybe.
And then when all is said and done, you see the last man standing gets no pity. So again, he is the last man standing is what I take from this. Yeah, so as usual, our breakdowns for Slipknot get a little convoluted and we go off track a little bit because we're trying to figure out like what's going on, what he really means. So,
I found something interesting that somebody commented on the chorus for the cut me up.
oh yeah.
So this is just someone's idea. They don't know if it's true, but they said, well, so they think it's true, but they said this also references Sitting Bull's Sundance ritual, where he sacrificed 100 pieces of his own flesh from both of his arms. Sitting Bull was the spiritual leader of the Indians Custer was fighting and eventually lost against.
Why would you do that? Oh my god, I can only imagine the pain.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez, man. But yeah, so I think we were only a little confused on the androgyny comment, only because I don't know how he meant androgyny, but if you guys know, let us know because you most likely are a huge Slipknot fan and would probably know the answer.
Yeah,
But what do you think?
it was
Did I
good.
ask you that?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like it sounds like more of a traditional format of a song. You know, like we've discussed previously,
Yeah.
like some Slipknot goes crazy sometimes, like change the direction. But this sounded like a verse chorus, you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
really liked the beginning part with that like PSA, and then at the end it kind of sounded like that guy was talking again, or him, whoever was doing it, you know what I mean?
They always do like fun little creative things, like when they were counting and then it was the number of the band members when they said 666.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that.
cool.
They always do some like cool little things like that.
Yeah, it sounded good though.
Yeah, I really like this song. I don't know why I've never listened to it,
Yeah,
but it's fun.
yeah, it is for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, don't forget to check out Carnivore Snacks, Chomps, SeatGeek, our Amazon storefront, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.